Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back once again. Today's story begins by showing an old woman named Emma who lives in a house built by her husband in the middle of a snowy forest. Emma's life ended the day her husband left her side. Remembering those past moments, she is very emotional today because a whole year has passed since he left, and she has still kept his ashes safe. But today, she has decided that she will scatter them at his favorite place. She is actually going to a lake where they met decades ago. Although it has frozen due to bad weather, Emma still sets out with her semi-truck so that today she can distance herself from the last memories of her husband. Before driving the truck, she placed a photo of herself and him in front of her. Then she started driving. Meanwhile, the news radio is constantly alerting everyone. The weather is going to get worse in the coming days, so if anyone doesn't have any work, they should not leave home without reason. Otherwise, it could be trouble for them. The effect of the cold also started to impact Emma's car as she moved forward. This was evident from the snow falling on her windshield. She slowly moved ahead. But now she's having trouble seeing the road, so she stopped her truck at one place and started looking around. Where should she go now? Then she opens the map she brought along, but things were very complicated in it. She came out herself and started looking at which turn she should take. The blanket of snow has taken over everywhere. That's why she can't understand anything. Just then, a voice drew her attention. Emma followed it. Going there, she saw an old wooden cottage. Outside, an old man was cutting some wood. As soon as she got out of the truck, the first thing she noticed was blood on the ground. Seeing this felt strange to her. For a moment, she even thought about stepping back. But she had to ask for directions, so she had to talk. When the old man suddenly saw Emma, he got scared too, for which Emma apologized to him. Then she asks him the way to the lake. He tells her it's behind this mountain. Emma couldn't help it. She asked if he's okay. The man said in a soft voice, yes. But Emma's eyes were on that blood, which the man answered by saying it's just deer blood. Emma came back from there and took the truck and reached that lake where she had to distance herself from the last memory of her husband. But this moment is very emotional for her because during this period, she used to come to this lake with her husband for fishing. Remembering those shining moments, she took out that ash from her bag. Just then, she suddenly heard a gunshot from somewhere. Hearing this, she immediately ran and hid behind her truck. During this time, her eyes went to the forest where a girl is running helplessly, as if someone is chasing her. Emma felt very strange, and suddenly at that moment, the same old man came behind her who shows her a gun and says, "If you run further than this, I will shoot you." That girl went to his house out of fear. Like you, many questions started arising in Emma's mind. Like, who is this girl? What does this man want? Why is he tormenting her so much? What is his motive? Entangled in so many questions, this mother gets worried. She thought, why not call the police and tell them everything? But getting a signal in this icy place is also impossible. So she packed her stuff and thought of leaving. However, when she was coming out of the lake, her truck got stuck in a pit-like thing. Even after thousands of attempts, no solution came out. She left it there and moved ahead on foot. In between, she saw that old man's cottage. She thought, why not go and check what's actually going on? Then her eyes went to that old man who was going somewhere with a car, and this was the right time to find out. So she slowly went to the gate, but it was locked. Then her eyes went to a window in the basement, looking through which she saw the same girl locked inside whom she had just seen at the lake a while ago. Emma tried to talk to her, but because of the tape on her mouth, she can't speak anything. She doesn't understand what this girl's fault is that she has been locked here, nor did the girl locked inside know how this old woman reached this strange, deserted place to help her. Both are immersed in their own struggle. Just then, two cars came and stopped there. In one was the old man's wife who also had a gun in her hands. Maybe something wrong is going to happen, so Emma wrote on the glass that she will definitely come back. For now, she has to go. From inside, we learn from the conversation between those two husband and wife that both of them are equally involved in this. Today they are going to finish their prey, meaning that girl. Meanwhile, the man's wife's nose starts bleeding. In the meantime, her eyes fell on a glove which she understood that surely someone else came here too, and it's possible that they found out everything. Meanwhile, she also saw that message written by Emma, which now confirmed for her that surely someone came here. She asked her husband, whose glove is this? He also looks at it with surprise and says, how would I know? But where did you find this? She told him it was lying outside, which when he heard, he also got worried. He remembered that a lady came asking for the way to the lake. It's possible this is hers. Hearing this, his wife's face turns red with anger. Because if she goes and tells anyone what's happening here, then everything will be finished. They could get life imprisonment. So she took the gun and went outside and forcibly took Reynold with her too. Here, Emma very cleverly prepared a shirt made by her husband which he made to use in any difficult time. But today, Emma thought of using it as bait. Both saw it, but only Reynold went ahead. But then his foot fell on the snow there, which Emma had deliberately softened, so that as soon as he steps on it, it breaks, and that's exactly what happened. He fell into the cold water screaming. Anna immediately came forward and started pulling him out. Here, taking advantage of this thing, Emma enters their house and starts looking for a way to go to the basement, which she also found, but it had a lock on it. So without wasting time right now, she decided to break it, which after some attempts also breaks. Going down, her soul trembles seeing the condition of that basement. That girl was also there, but those people had tied her hands with chains, which is impossible to open so quickly right now. So she said, "Don't panic. She will return soon." This time she won't come empty-handed, but she used her brain. She opened the tap in the basin, which slowly started filling the whole house with water. The wood they had for warming in this cold, she also soaked them. She came outside, but somehow Anna saw her. She started shooting at her. One bullet, luckily, only hit her hand, so she somehow saved herself by running from there and came to her truck. But on this side, when this couple entered the house, when they saw the condition of the house, they were shocked. The whole house is filled with water. Revolt, who still fell into the cold water, immediately needed a warm fire. Otherwise, he will die from the cold. But the fire can't burn because the wood they kept has all gotten wet. So now there are only two options. Either they will have to find and bring dry wood from outside, or they will have to wait. But Revolt doesn't have much time. Emma goes to her truck and starts treating herself, but then her eyes fell on her hands. Her wedding ring from her marriage day has gone missing somewhere, and in this rush, she ran to that pit where she went but couldn't find it, which made her sad, and she started remembering that golden moment when her husband first gave her that ring and proposed for marriage. She can never forget that day. Then she saw that the old man left his gun there. Picking it up, she takes a vow, whatever happens, she will save that girl, even if she has to sacrifice herself. On the other side, Anna came into the car with her husband so that the heater could warm him up. But Revolt's point was that he can't go on anymore. Everything in his body has gone cold now. But Anna's point was that they have to clean everything by morning. Otherwise, if someone comes, they could be in trouble. Now going inside the house, she told her husband that you take the remaining stuff and reach the lake immediately. Till then I'll take this girl and leave. Revolt is not in a condition right now to walk that far on foot, but his wife forced him, so he has to do this. And in just a little while, both of them came out with that hostage girl, put her in the car. Then Revolt suddenly remembered. Hey, my gun isn't here. When Anna found out about this, she became furious with anger. She gave him a hard slap and said, quickly reach the lake. This thing clearly shows us that it has always been Anna who has had control in Revolt's life. And it's possible that whatever is happening or going to happen, it's more Anna's benefit. Poor Revolt reaches near the lake, dragging the heavy slate and starts setting up things. Anna is watching this thing from a distance, and Emma is watching this thing from a distance. So she thinks that now is the right time to go into the house and save that girl. She doesn't know that the girl isn't even in the house. Anyway, now she reached straight to that cottage. She didn't find that girl there, but she thought of treating herself because she found some tools there. With their help, she took out the bullet stuck in her hand, and then came outside and started trying to ask for help from the radio in Revolt's car. Maybe her connection was also made. But then Revolt came from behind and attacked her. But his condition was so bad. But his own condition was such that he couldn't fight with her for long. And on top of that, Emma had also injured his leg. He starts begging for his life in front of her. He tells everything truthfully that there's no fault of his in this. Actually, his wife's mental balance isn't right. The girl we have taken captive, she has also thought of committing suicide many times before, and my wife thinks that if she kills her, her health will get better. That's why she took her near the lake. I will die myself in a little while. Please let me go to the hospital. Emma starts feeling sorry for his condition. She says, "Okay, go, you will send the police there. Only then will I let you go." He agreed, and while leaving, he also gave her wedding ring which he found in the cottage. Getting it makes Emma very happy. But when Revolt is leaving, suddenly his wife's car came in front of him. Seeing her, he shouts a lot, "What are you doing here? I told you to stay at that place, right?" Then Revolt tells her that he has been injured, and that's why he's going to the doctor. Parina wasn't ready to listen to him at all. Her point was that he's leaving her to get rid of her. Revolt just explains to her that whatever she's doing is all wrong. She'll have to end all this here. After hearing this, it's as if Yana's anger starts boiling. She pointed a gun at her own husband, and during this, blood starts dripping from her nose again. She doesn't care now. Here Emma came back to the truck and pushed it back into the lake, and then set it on fire so that someone could see her from that smoke, or if there's any ranger nearby, they would see it. It happened just like that, friends. When she came out, 2 policemen saw her. At first, they thought maybe she's some killer. But later, when Emma started telling everything, they immediately went with her to that cottage. When they saw Anna's car standing outside, these 2 policemen got down and started going near them. She shot and killed both of them and then also started firing bullets at Emma. But she came behind the truck at the right time. Meanwhile, she saw she had killed her husband, meaning Revolt is no longer in this world. But her wife is probably not going to leave anyone alive. Seeing the right moment, Emma shot her in the leg, due to which she is now injured. That's why she doesn't have time now to do anything, to save that girl. But then she stood up again and started firing bullets, to avoid which Emma hides under a bridge. So Anna dropped that bridge itself and shot, from which she now becomes unconscious. In that unconsciousness, she remembered that day when she was making breakfast for her husband. During that time, he took his last breaths. Actually, her husband had cancer, due to which he passed away earlier. When Emma regained consciousness, she was next to that girl tied up in that basement. After regaining consciousness, she first freed her and then asked her name, which was Mia. Then she started trying to get out from the gate behind the basement. But Anna was standing outside, who sends her back inside. Both were worried about what will happen to them now. Because if this woman just had to kill them, she would have killed them long ago. But she didn't do that because her intentions are something else. The next day we saw Anna took both of them to that lake where she had set up a tent, inside which when they went, they saw liver transplant equipment kept there. Seeing which both understood what's going to happen. So Emma said, "You can take my liver." But her point was her body has become lifeless now. She needs a young liver because she wanted to be immortal. She forcibly told Emma to lay Mia down and tie her hands and feet. She did just that, but deliberately tied it a bit loose. Now Anna quickly starts her work, but Emma won't let this happen, so she attacked her and dragged her outside. She pointed a gun at her, but there are no bullets in it. Then in anger and becoming a victim of madness, Anna starts dragging her to that pit which she had made. But then Mia freed herself and came outside. But Emma knew that she's not in a condition to fight anymore. She cleverly also tied Anna with her own handcuffs and jumped into that pit with her. She started going into the depth quickly and started taking her with her too. In her last breaths, she did what she came here to do. She immersed her husband's ashes in that lake and herself also drowned in it. But she saved that girl whom she had promised herself. She silently sacrificed herself. Maybe this is what we call destiny. She never thought that the place which would be her partner's favorite. That's where she will take her last breaths. Mia standing above finds Emma and her husband's photo hidden in the snow, which Emma kept close to her chest all her life. But now Mia can take it with her because for her, Emma was an angel. She came to save her. Otherwise, no human could ever reach the place where she was imprisoned. Well, let us know in the comments how you liked the story. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.